Welcome, Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It's Tuesday, December 17th, and we're here at Harlan Community High School Gym, where your Cyclones are getting ready to take on the Rams from Glenwood. Entering tonight's contest, the Cyclones have a season record of 2 wins, 2 losses. Glenwood as well has played 4 games, and they have a record of 1 win and 3 losses. Leading statistically for the 2 teams, Maggie McChesney, the sophomore, is averaging 11 points a game. And Mayan Denchensky is averaging 9 points a game. On the Cyclone side of the court, Molly Swenson is averaging 15 points a game. And right behind her is Kinsley Bruck at 14 and Grace Albertson at 13 points per game. Cyclones will look to put a lot of full court pressure on. They have a height advantage against many of the teams that they've played so far, but Glenwood, if they have a strength, that is the height that they can match up down low. So we'll see what type of defensive strategy each team has against the other. Cyclones, again, have been on a 2-game winning streak, beating Shenandoah and Carroll Kempers, scoring 66 and 76 points in those 2 games. Meanwhile, the last 2 games for Glenwood were a defeat against Atlantic, 54-30, where they only scored 30, 54-30, and then they beat Denison 56-28. So the Cyclones are going to look to get up and down the floor and put some points on the board. Cyclones got to stay out of foul trouble, and one other thing that Coach Zach Clausen's talked about is turnovers. We don't need to give the opponent any more possessions than what they're already going to be granted during the normal course of the game. So it is Mr. Bill Carney and the Harlan Community Cyclone Pep Band that is finishing up here as we get ready for pregame. Here momentarily, we'll have some PA announcements and then meet the starting lineups.
Good evening and welcome to Harlan Community High School. Tonight's Hawkeye 10 basketball game between the Glenwood Rams and your Harlan Community Cyclone. The Rams enter tonight's game with an overall record of 1 win, 3 losses. Hawkeye 10 conference record of 1 win and 2 losses.
Rams are coached by head coach Brian Rasmussen. And getting ready now for the starting lineup for the Rams. Number 1, Maggie McChesney, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 3, Haley Hughes, a 5'11" junior. Number 4, Maggie Smith, she's a 5'7" junior. Maya Denchinsky, 5'4" freshman. And rounding things out, number 22, Ava Hernandez.
Overall record of 2 wins, 2 losses. Hawkeye 10 conference record of 2 wins and no losses. The Cyclones are coached by head coach Zach Clausen.
And now for your Cyclones.
Now, tonight's starting lineup for the Cyclones. Eddie Carr, 5'7", senior, number 13.
Number 13, Molly Swenson, a 5'7" senior. Number 15, Aubrey Schwiezow, 5'10" guard and a senior for the Cyclones. Another senior, number 21, Grace Albertson, a 6'1" forward. Number 25, sophomore, 5'6" guard, Brindley Van Bala. And rounding things out for Harlan Community, number 43, a 6'2" sophomore forward, Kinsley Bruck.
Coverage of the 2024-2025 Cyclone season has been brought to you by a generous donation from the Harlan Pizza Ranch. Visit Pizza Ranch in Harlan and thank them for helping us bring you live coverage of Cyclone sports this year, including our brand new scoreboard camera. Cyclone Sports on HLTV Channel 15 has also been sponsored by Do It Best Hardware, The Agency in Harlan, Hamilton Financial Services,
Fairway in Harlan,
Western Iowa Medical in Harlan,
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical, build a bigger bin.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here, member FDIC.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
And we're ready to go, Cyclone fans, in the center circle for the Cyclones. Grace Albertson, and here's the tip, and Albertson gets it to Molly Swenson. Aubrey Sweezow is going to get things started. They're going to go right inside to Grace Albertson. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Glenwood, and Glenwood's pushing the pace. Running in transition, and it's going to be a turnover on Glenwood. So we've talked a little bit about the importance of possessions and how the Cyclones need to value the ball. Cyclones force tempo, and shot put up by Schweizau. That's no good. Glenwood is not afraid to run with these Cyclones. Cyclones not really having a deep bench. Glenwood not as well either. And there's going to be ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cyclones. Possession will stay with Glenwood. And the ball bobbles off the foot of Maggie McChesney, and that's turnover number 2 for Glenwood. Had almost a minute played here in quarter number 1. We still have a 0-0 score. Cyclones break the Glenwood press. Three-pointer is going to get put up by Molly Swenson. And Molly Swenson gets the Cyclones on the board with a 3-point shot, and the Harlan community leads 3-0. Glenwood breaks the press out front into the front court, and Cyclones really extend that 2-3 zone. We'll see if Glenwood looks to put somebody in the middle. There's another turnover number 3 for the Rams. Ball goes to Kinsley Brook, and Kinsley Brook with the fadeaway bank shot. Cyclones lead 5-0 with 6.5 to play in quarter number 1. Chesney trapped in the corner, and there's another turnover. Cyclones, and then Harlan Community forces a fast break there and turns it over themselves. And then there's a 3-point basket by Hernandez. And there's going to be a timeout called. And that is Glenwood wanted to call a timeout to talk some things over, probably both offensively about how to attack the Cyclone zone, and then how to quit, maybe turn that ball over, as they've already committed 4 turnovers here early in this contest. Both teams wanted to push tempo here, so we might look at a couple stats. One, turnovers, obviously. The other is fouls, making sure that you can play some full court pressure defense without fouling. And some transition points. So out of the timeout, 6:09 left to play in quarter number 1. Cyclones lead 5-3, and they inbounds the ball in their backcourt. Ball gets inbounded to Schweizau. Swenson across the timeline with it. Cyclones will set up camp here in the half court. Swenson's going to put up a 3. That's no good. Ricochets off, and that is going to be a held ball. Possession arrow favors Glenwood as the Cyclones got the opening tip. Cyclones in a little 3/4 court press. And that's going to end up being a turnover. Even though it's out of steal, it's really speeding up the play of Glenwood. 5 turnovers so far on the Rams, and it's 5-3. Cyclones with the lead. Ball goes down low, and the Cyclones turn it right back over. So the score is 5-2 in points, and it's 5-3 in points. Cyclones with the lead, and it's 5-2 with turnovers. Glenwood breaks the timeline. Ball goes down low, kicked out. Glenwood trying to break the zone defense. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by Glenwood. And then there's going to be a held ball, and the possession arrow is going to favor the Cyclones. 5:15 left to play in the first quarter. Harlan Community leads 5-3. Van Bala with it, gets up to Sweezow. Van Bala is going to put up a 3, and that's good. Brindley Van Bala with a 3-point basket. The Cyclones lead 8-3. Glenwood breaking the press, and there's a shot that goes up, and there's going to be a foul. So we talked a little bit about that, is can we play defense without fouling, as that's number 1, Maggie McChesney breaking the press. She's going to go to the free throw line for 2. It was Kinsley Bruck committing the personal foul there. First free throw is up and good by McChesney. Maggie will have a second free throw coming. It's 8-4 Cyclones. And that free throw's up and good. McChesney 2 for 2. It's 8-5 Harlan Community by 3. Swenson feeds it down low to Albertson. Albertson puts a shot up, no good, gets her own offensive rebound, and then there's going to be a held ball. That's about held ball number 3 or 4 already in this first quarter. 4:39 to play. Cyclones with the lead, 8-5. Here's a steal as Grace Albertson steals the ball and attacks the basket and scores the bucket. 10-5 Harlan Community. Glenwood breaking the Cyclone press, and there's another turnover, and then compounded by a foul. Foul is going to be called on number 21, Dunchetsky. Number 4, Maggie Smith comes out into the lineup. Number 32, Carly Llewellyn. Cyclones get the ball inbounded. Van Bala in the backcourt. Now they're setting up camp here offensively. Shot, thought about it by Van Bala. Now a shot by Schwiezow, and Aubrey Schwiezow with a 3-point basket. And every starter out there so far has now got a field goal for the Cyclones, and they lead 13-5. And here's a 3-pointer up and good. That's leading scorer for the Rams, McChesney. And it's 13-8. Cyclones lead by 5 with just under 4 minutes to play. 3:40 left in the first quarter. There's a 3-point basket by Molly Swenson, and she scores the 3-point basket. And then there's going to be a timeout. Coach Zach Clausen is taking a 30-second timeout and wanting to talk over some things. They're in the Cyclones are pressing. Created 7 turnovers. Cyclones haven't converted many of those into points, as they've been dead ball turnovers, where many of those passes have just gone out of bounds as opposed to a steal. I'm sure he's going to talk a little bit about making sure we're not fouling in any of those opportunities that Glenwood breaks the press and attacks the basket. So out of the timeout, Cyclones lead 16-8, and there's 3:33 left to play in quarter number 1. It's kind of switched up here. They're still in a zone, but they've put Grace Albertson back, and Molly Swenson's playing the point. There's another turnover. That's turnover number 8. And Schwiezow attacks the basket, and she's fouled. Squeezow will go to the free throw line for 2. Foul is called on number 3, Haley Hughes. Free throw by Squeezow is up, no good. She'll have a second one coming. It's Addie Wicks that comes in for Kinsley Bruck. Second free throw by Squeezow is good. Score is Cyclones 17, Rams 8. With 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play in quarter number 1. And that's going to be an over back. That Ram player hadn't established position in the front court, so another Ram turnover. That's turnover number 9 on Glenwood. And Bala has it, gets it up to Molly Swenson. Ball getting reversed around to Squeezow. Again, ball getting worked around the perimeter, and there's a three-point shot. That's an air ball by Squeezow, and goes off McChesney, out of bounds. Cyclones to inbound. It's going to be Wicks from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Hernandez. She tried getting going a little too fast, and that is turnover number 10 on the Rams, and we haven't even played 1 quarter of play yet here. 17-8. Glenwood in a 2-3 zone. That's going to be Molly Swenson. She lets one fly, and that's the spot she likes to shoot from. That free throw line extended out on the 3-point arc. Chesney with it as she sets up the offense, and she loses it in transition, and that's Molly Swenson, and she had her, I think she traveled, got by with that, and then had her shot blocked. Glenwood couldn't keep that alive. .2:14 left to play in quarter number 1, and Grace Albertson converts on the field goal. Grace with 4 points, and the Cyclones lead 19-8. Glenwood across the timeline, and now they're going to set up their half-court zone offense. Little dribble drive, baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Bruck. Cyclones trying to push tempo here. Ball gets fed to Albertson, and Albertson with 6 points, and the Cyclones lead 21-8. Minute and a half to play. There's a steal. Molly Swenson stepped in front of it, and then she is fouled. She will go to the free throw line for 2. Fouls on Doncheski with the personal foul. Be 2 shots for Molly here. First free throw is up and good. Kate Kester's getting ready to come in for the Cyclones. Looks like she's coming in for the shooter, Molly Swenson. And that one is up and good as well. Swenson 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 23-8, Cyclones with the lead. Minute 20 left to play here in quarter number 1, and there's a foul on Kate Kester's. Glenwood will inbound again in the backcourt. Pull-up jumper by McChesney is no good. And there's going to be a held ball. Possession arrow favors Harlan Community. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Cyclones lead 23-8. Cyclones getting set up in their half-court zone offense. They feed it right into Kensley Bruck. Nice drop step by Kensley Bruck, and she scores the bucket. The Cyclones lead 25-8 as we go under a minute to play. And another turnover. 12 turnovers on Glenwood in quarter number 1. Cyclones again getting set up in their half-court zone. Ball gets fed down to Bruck, and she is fouled. They collapse in on her, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Foul is called on number 32, Carly Llewellyn. First free throw by Bruck is good. She'll have a second one coming. And that free throw is good by Bruck. Kensley goes 2 for 2. She's got 5 points on the night, and Harlan Community leads 27-8. There's going to be a foul on Addie Wicks. Wicks' first personal foul. 34 seconds left to play in quarter number 1. Chesney wanted to pull that three-point shot, but it was Addie Wicks doing a nice job of closing out, not letting her get that shot off. We're down to 15 seconds in the quarter. Cyclones doing a nice job of not letting that ball get reversed, and they step in front of it, does Grace Albertson, and gets the steal. And Brinley Van Balla, and there's going to be a charge. I don't know if there's a charge or they're going to count the basket. I think they're going to call an offensive player control foul. Yes, they're going to call it a foul on Van Balla. And we're going to get to the end of quarter number 1, where the Cyclones lead the Rams 27-8. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more basketball action. You're watching Cyclone Activities on HLTV, Channel 15.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor. Skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
This program has been brought to you by Dylan Hamilton, financial advisor with Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Contact Dylan today at 712-235-5500. Office is located in Harlan and Walnut.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatbird Avenue in Harlan.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care needs.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for quarter number 2 here from Harlan Community High School gym. Your Cyclones leading the Rams 27-8. We talked about one of the stats to look out for here tonight, or to be aware of, was turnovers. And the Cyclones only turned the ball over twice. Meanwhile, 13 turnovers for Glenwood. And there is another one to start off the second quarter. Van Bala is going to put up a three-pointer, no good. And that's Grace Albertson. And Albertson with the offensive rebound and putback. 29-8, Cyclones with the lead. Chesney wanted to shoot the ball there from that corner spot in their zone offense, and it was Grace Albertson extending an arm up, not allowing that to happen. Nice box out there by the Cyclones, and Harlan Community off and running. Aubrey Schwiezow misses the layup, but it's Grace Albertson right there to clean things up. Grace Albertson now with 10 on the night. The Cyclones lead 31-8. Cyclones come away with the defensive rebound, and in transition, the ball goes right into Grace Albertson, but the Cyclones turn it over there. And Glenwood now is going to set up their offense. Underneath, nice play there by number 3, Haley Hughes with the reverse layup. She's fouled by Grace Albertson, so it's going to send Hughes to the free throw line for 1 for a three-point play opportunity. And that one is up long, no good. Albertson with the rebound. 31-10 is the score here in the second quarter. No one picks up Schwiezow, so Schwiezow says, I'm just going to pull up and shoot a 3 here. And she knocks it down, and Harlan Community leads 34-10. And there's going to be a foul out front. Foul's going to be whistled on Schwiezow. That's her first personal foul. Cyclones in a little 2-3 zone, really extending it out high. Glenwood isn't putting anyone in that high post area there, making the Cyclones' ability to really push their offense of Glenwood out further than maybe where they're liking. Cyclones come away with the defensive rebound. Now Glenwood has gotten out of their zone. They're picking up man-to-man, although they don't have the size to compete with Bruck and Albertson down low. And they're going to call a foul either on Van Bala or Albertson, and that's a foul on Albertson. And that's going to be the second or third on Grace. So that was another thing that we talked about. Second foul on Grace is being able to play defense without fouling. Again, Cyclones don't have really a deep bench, kind of play 6 to 7 players. 5:30 left to play, and the Cyclones do have a surmountable lead here of 34-10. And there's going to be a ball tipped out of bounds. Cyclones really doing a nice job of forcing Glenwood to the sideline and using the sidelines as another defender. As well, not letting them reverse the ball very easily. In Glenwood's offense, ball goes down low, kicked out. Cyclones doing a nice job of anticipating some passes, and then Cyclones in transition turn the ball over. 34-10 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the half. Cyclones leading the way here in this Hawkeye 10 matchup with the Rams from Glenwood, and there's another Glenwood turnover, 15 on the night, and in transition it was Addie Wicks. Addie Wicks doesn't convert, but Schwiezow gets the offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback. And there's going to be a timeout Coach Rasmussen, and we're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back with more basketball action. You're watching Cyclone Activities on HLTV, Channel 15.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for more basketball action here from Harlan Community High School Gym. Cyclone girls lead the Rams from Glenwood 34-10 as Aubrey Schwiezow goes to the free throw line for 2 attempts, and that one is up no good. Schwiezow 1 for 3 so far from the free throw line. She'll have a second one coming. And that one is up and good. Cyclones lead 35-10. And there's going to be another turnover. Turnover number 16 on Glenwood. And Chesney for Glenwood tips it out of bounds. Cyclones to inbound on the baseline. And Vala gets it to Schwiezow. Shot is up by Molly Swenson. She airballs that. And the possession will go over to Glenwood as we close in on 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the half, and the Cyclones lead 35-10. And there's another Glenwood turnover. 19 turnovers on the Rams so far. Substitute in for Glenwood, and the Cyclones will inbounds the ball in the backcourt. Schwiezow across the timeline for Harlan Community, and Cyclones turn it right over on the post entry pass. Shot is up, rattles around, no good. Rebounded by, they're going to say held ball. Possession arrow favors Glenwood. And now Grace Albertson back into the lineup. Grace has got to be careful here as Grace has 2 personal fouls. So they're going to talk about whose possession it is. On the scoreboard it says they changed the alternate possession arrow, wasn't correct, so it is going to be Cyclone basketball. Ball gets skipped across to Wicks. Wicks gets it into Albertson. Albertson with the turnaround jump shot has her shot blocked. And the Cyclones still have it. They go right back down to Grace, and she can't put it in. And then there's going to be a held ball on the back side between Wicks and McChesney. And Glenwood comes away with it on the alternate possession arrow. Glenwood breaks the press, and a shot by McChesney is up and good. She's got 7 points, and the Cyclones turn it right back over. Grace has got to be careful. Grace with 2 fouls. Really can't be taking chances there on blocking the shot, picking up a third. 35-12 is the score with right at 3.5 to play here in quarter number 2. There's a shot that's, they're going to give it to the Cyclones. They're going to say that the Glenwood player just shot it out of bounds. Schweizau gets it to Swenson. Swenson across the timeline with it. Wicks with it in the corner. They go right down low to Albertson, and Grace Albertson with the mismatch. She was being guarded there by Maggie Smith at 5'7", so you had 6'1" against 5'7", and Grace Albertson comes away with the battle there, getting the field goal and now the free throw attempt, and that one is up and rattles around and good. Albertson with the bucket. She's got 13 on the night. The Cyclones lead 38-12. There's a shot blocked by Kinsley Bruck. And the Cyclones off and running. Bruck puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Glenwood. And now they're pushing some tempo. A bounce pass across the lane. And they're going to count the basket. They're not. They're going to say it hit the shot clock, but that is going to be Albertson's third personal foul, I believe. It would have been a good learning opportunity for Grace to maybe learn a little bit more on how to play with 2 fouls and not pick up a third. Not a big thing here tonight as the Cyclones have a 38-12 lead, but anytime in a close game, being able to have her out on the floor and not pick up that third will be something maybe for the future. Hernandez goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 4 points, and it's 38-13. Cyclones with the lead. There'll be a turnover on the Cyclones. Will travel is the call. Cyclones have 6 turnovers on the night, compared to 17 for Glenwood. Cyclones again with that 3/4 court press. Glenwood does get it across, and now a 3-point shot is up, no good. Air ball by Glenwood from the 3-point arc. Now the Cyclones have it. Schweizau puts a layup up, no good, and it's going to be a held ball. Substitutes into the contest for the Rams. Minute 56 left to play in the half. Again, Cyclones lead 38-13. Ball gets inbounded to Swenson. Kate Kester's with it in the corner. Swenson's going to let a 3 fly, no good. Glenwood comes away with the defensive rebound. And they turn the ball right back over. The foul then is going to be whistled against the Rams. Number 2, Megan Hughes. Minute 40 left to play in the half. Cyclones lead 38-13. Ball goes inside to Kinsley Bruck. A foul is going to be whistled on number 32, Carly Llewellyn. That'll be foul number 4. Team foul number 4, so the Cyclones won't be shooting the bonus yet, but they will on the next foul by Glenwood. Schweizau to inbound for Harlan Community. And the Cyclones almost turn it over on the inbounds play, and then it is number 2, Megan Hughes, picking up another personal. So now that is the 5th team foul on Glenwood. So we'll send Molly Swenson to the free throw line for 2, and that first one is up, no good. Second free throw for Swenson, and that one is up and good. Cyclones lead 39-13. Glenwood gets the ball across the timeline. Just trap there, don't foul in the trap. And the Cyclones doing a nice job there. Force turnover number 19. And now it's time for Harlan Community to set up their half-court offense as we close in on a minute to play here in the first half. Ball goes right down low to Kinsley Bruck. Kinsley Bruck with the shot from the block, and it's 41-13 Cyclones. 45 seconds left to play in the half. And there's another turnover on Glenwood. That's turnover number 20 in the first half. Three-pointer up by Schwiezow, and Aubrey Schwiezow knocks down the bucket. She's got 11. The Cyclones lead 44-13. 10 seconds to play here in the half. And a three-pointer is going to get put up. No good. Rebounded by Harlan Community. 2 seconds. Cyclones got to stop and get a shot off. They do, and it's no good. And that's going to bring us to halftime, where the score is Cyclones 44, Rams 13. We're going to take a halftime break, and we'll be back shortly. You're watching Cyclone Activities on HLTV, Channel 15.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Advertise with HMU. Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to get your business out there? Why not advertise right here? HMU is looking for sponsors, and starting as low as $40 a month, your business could be featured right here. Our sponsors help us cover programs just like this one, and thanks to their support, we're now able to broadcast Cyclone sports, concerts, and more live on both HLTV, Channel 15, and YouTube. So what are you waiting for? Call 755-5182 and ask for Jonathan, or email jnorth@hmunet.com and ask for more information today.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for a second half action of play here from Harlan Community High School Gym. Here's Cyclones taking on the Rams from Glenwood. Harlan Community outscored Glenwood 27-8 in quarter number 1 and 17-5 in quarter number 2, and that's how we get to 44-13. There's a 35-point mercy rule in high school basketball, so if the Cyclones have a point differential of 35 points, it will start to be a continuous clock until the score differential gets to 25. The Cyclones 4 points away right now of a continuous clock, where then the clock only stops on free throws, timeouts, and injury. So here shortly, the Cyclones continue how they played in the first half. It could be a continuous clock in this second half. Cyclones have some very balanced scoring out there by all 5 starters. And Harlan Community starts back in that 1-3-1 zone where they got Grace Albertson at the top. There's going to be another almost turnover by Glenwood. They had 20 turnovers in the first half. Inside, and a foul is going to be called on Kinsley Bruck. And that will send number 4, Maggie Smith, to the free throw line. Bruck with 2 fouls, Albertson with 3 fouls. And number 4, Maggie Smith, converts on the first free throw, and she'll have a second one. And that one's up no good. Rebounded by Swenson. 44-14. Cyclones with the lead. They go right down low to Grace Albertson. She's fouled by number 1, Maggie McChesney. They'll send Albertson to the free throw line. Grace in the first half, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. She'll have 2 this trip, and that one's good. Albertson will have a second one here. And rattles in and out, no good. Rebounded by, was initially rebounded by Bruck. Ball got tipped to Schwiezow. Schwiezow with the putback and is fouled. So she'll have a free throw attempt here. And good. Schwiezow with the 3-point play, and it's 48-14. So it's a 34-point differential. Next point scored by the Cyclones, if they can stop Glenwood, will get that continuous clock going. Here's a 3-point attempt up, no good. Hernandez runs down the rebound on the backside. And another one fired up, and that one is good. A 3-point basket by number 21, Donchensky, with the 3-pointer. And then the Cyclones turn the ball over. Brindley Van Bala turns it over for the Cyclones. Cyclones did a nice job in that first half taking care of the ball. Only 6 turnovers, meanwhile forcing 20 for Glenwood. Cyclones in that zone. Chesney on the dribble drive. Grace Albertson shuts that down. And there's a 3-point basket by McChesney. 48-20 is the score. Ball goes down low to Bruck, and her turnaround jumper is good. Kinsley Bruck scores the basket. 50-20 is the score in favor of Harlan Community. Chesney puts another 3-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by Bruck. The Cyclones get the ball across the timeline and now going to set up their half-court offense. Cyclones looking to go high-low from Bruck to Albertson. Bruck with her turnaround jumper, no good, but a foul is going to be called on number 3, Haley Hughes. So they'll send Bruck to the free throw line. Free throw by Bruck is up and good. 51-20 as Kinsley gets ready for her second free throw, and that's good. 2 for 2 for Kinsley Bruck. She's got 11 on the night. The Cyclones lead 52-20. There's going to be a turnover by the Rams. Ball right down to Albertson. Swenson was wanting to fire up a 3. Puts it down low to Bruck. She has her shot partially blocked. Cyclones come away with it, and they find Grace Albertson. She has her shot blocked. And then there's another turnover on Glenwood. Things looking a little sloppy, and Schwiezow is just going to put up a layup. And the Cyclones lead 54-20. Five minutes to play here in quarter number 3. And there's another turnover by Glenwood. Cyclones score in transition. No, Swenson can't make the layup, but it's Grace Albertson right there to clean up the offensive rebound and putback. And Coach Brian Rasmussen's going to take a timeout as that point differential now has gotten to 56-20. So it is a 36-point lead for the Cyclones, so it will be a continuous clock. And while there's a timeout on the floor, we want to take a quick opportunity to thank our fine sponsors. Those being Cyclone Lanes, KNOD Radio, Keast Auto Center, Fairway in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Do It Best Hardware, the Conductix Wampler, the Agency, Western Iowa Medical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Shelby County State Bank, Hamilton Financial Services, Hanson House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, and a special thank you to Pizza Ranch in Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment, including that brand new scoreboard camera that you see there on your screen, which shows 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in quarter number 3 and a 56-20 lead for your Cyclones. Grace Albertson establishing position down low and scores the basket 58-20. And another turnover in the Cyclones in transition with Van Bala. She puts a shot up and blocked by McChesney. That will be last touched by Maggie McChesney, so it will be Cyclone basketball on the baseline. Ball goes into Kinsley Bruck, and Kinsley Bruck scores the basket, 60-20. And that's going to be last touched by the Cyclone, so it will be Glenwood basketball on the baseline. Glenwood struggling to inbounds the ball. They do get it in, and they turn it right over. The Cyclones have it as we close in on 3 minutes to play, leading 60-20. They go down low to Bruck, and Bruck doesn't make the field goal. It gets her offensive rebound, and that putback attempt is no good. And then a foul is called on Schwiezow. Free throw up and good for Glenwood. Addie Wicks coming into the contest for Molly Swenson. Clock not running as it doesn't run on free throws even with the point differential. Rebounded by Albertson. The Cyclones have it. Ball up into the high post of Bruck. Wanted to go high-low from Albertson to Bruck there. It's going to be a turnover on Schwiezow. Glenwood off and running. McChesney with it. Hughes puts up a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Wicks. And shot up by Albertson is no good. Two minutes to play, and there's going to be an unforced turnover on Glenwood. 1:40 left to play in this third quarter. Cyclones up 60-21. There's a shot attempt by Kate Kesters, and that doesn't draw iron. Goes out of bounds, so it will be Glenwood basketball. Cyclones' little 2-3 zone out there. Glenwood trying to attack against it. McChesney puts up a three, no good. Rebounded by Albertson, and the Cyclones have it across the timeline with a minute to play here in this third quarter. Suizo attacks the basket and scores the bucket. 62-21 is the score. And there's going to be foul called there on Hughes. Van Bala across the timeline. Lauren Schmitz feeds it to Albertson. Albertson puts a shot up and good. Grace Albertson scores the bucket. And she's got 20 on the night, and a shot at the end of the third quarter is no good, and that will bring us to the end of quarter number 3 where the Cyclones lead 64-21. We'll take a quick break and be back with more basketball action. You're watching Cyclone Activities on HLTV, Channel 15.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Murtu Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Murtu Physical Therapy. Game on.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss, empathy and understanding make all the difference. Our dedicated professionals, rooted in family values, are here to answer your calls and address your questions and concerns. With 3 locations in Harlan, Avoca, and Denison, we're available whenever and wherever you need us to provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Cyclone Seed and Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your agronomy inputs. Whether it's seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, or custom application, the staff at Cyclone Seed will work hard for your business. When you work with Cyclone Seed and Chemical, you'll have to build a bigger bin.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
At Keist Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keist Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years. Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m.
We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for fourth quarter action of play here from Harlan Community High School gym, where your Cyclones lead 64-21 on the scoreboard against the Rams from Glenwood. Cyclones established a 35-point lead there in the third quarter, which got us to a continuous clock situation. Kinsley Bruck down low. Kinsley Bruck scores the basket. 66-21 is the score. Cyclones back into 2-3 zone. McChesney puts up a shot, no good. And Glenwood can't save that from going out of bounds, so it will be Cyclone basketball. Cyclones in their half-court offense. They go down low to Kinsley Bruck. She kicks it out to Schmitz. And Lauren Schmitz knocks down a three-point basket. And it's 69-21 Cyclones. Glenwood just with not any scores, and there's a turnover on Harlan Community. Kate Kesters kicks it back out to Schmitz. They go down low to Kinsley Bruck. Kate Kesters now is going to fire up a three. No good. Rebounded by Van Bala, and Van Bala scores the bucket. 71-21 is the score. Shot goes up by Hughes, and that's good. 71-24. Under 6 minutes to play in the contest. Ball goes down low to Kinsley Bruck, and her shot's no good. She gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in, though. 73-24. Bruck was 17 on the night. And a turnover again. Cyclones forced 20 turnovers in the first half. Bruck with the turnaround jumper, and good. Kinsley Bruck scores the bucket. She's got 19. The Cyclones lead 75-24. McChesney on the dribble drive, pull up, and no good. Rebounded by Bruck. Going to be a three-point shot up and good by Brindley Van Bala. (78-24) is the score. Hughes with a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Wicks, and then there's going to be a held ball. It'll be Taylor Hazy coming in for Kinsley Bruck as she leaves the game with 19 points on the night. Glenwood to inbound here as we get down to 4 minutes to play. Three-pointer for Glenn was up, no good. Rebounded by Wicks. And the Cyclones turn it over. And Glenwood turns it right back over. Three and a half to play. And the Cyclones turn it over. Held ball. Possession arrow favors the Cyclones. So they will retain possession. Van Bala attacks the basket, puts a shot up and good. Brinley Van Bala. And she's in double figures with 10, 80-24. And there's going to be a travel called on Glenwood, so another turnover. Wicks across the timeline. Mans gets it down low to Hazy. She puts a shot up and good. Taylor Hazy scores the bucket. 82-24. Shot by Hernandez, up no good. Rebounded by Hughes, and there's going to be a held ball. And there's a three-point basket that's good by Maggie Smith, 82-27. Cyclones leading, and then there's going to be a timeout as Zach Clausen was trying to preserve the 10-second call from happening in the backcourt as the Cyclones didn't get it across midcourt. So he calls a timeout, and we're going to say thank you very much. Gives us an opportunity to thank those sponsors. Again, Pizza Ranch from Harlan for providing some much-needed broadcast equipment, including our brand-new scoreboard camera, along with the Peterson Family Wellness Center, Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, Murtu Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Hanson House Senior Living, Hamilton Financial Services, Shelby County State Bank, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Western Iowa Medical, The Agency Insurance, Conductic Swampler, Do It Best Hardware, United Bank of Iowa, Fairway in Harlan, Keast Auto Center, K&OD Radio, and Cyclone Lanes. So out of the timeout, 1:44 left to play. And the Cyclones lead 82-27. And there's a turnover out front. And it's Glenwood scoring the bucket. Shot up by Mans, no good. Glenwood with the rebound. And the bucket is good. 82-32 is the score. Cyclones setting up their half-court offense. And the ball saved by Glenwood. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by Kate Kesters. (82-32) Cyclones with a commanding lead here as we get under 20 seconds to play. And there's going to be an illegal screen on Taylor Hazy. And that's going to bring us to the end of the contest where the Cyclones win 82-32. Cyclones from the start dominated Glenwood 27-8 in quarter number 1. Then they outscored Glenwood again in quarter number 2, 17-5. Quarter number 3 had the Cyclones outscoring the Rams 20-8. And then in the end, it was 18-11. Cyclones outscoring Glenwood, and a final score of Harlan Community 82, Glenwood 32. Increased Harlan Community's overall record to over 500 with 3 wins now and 2 losses on the season. And Glenwood will drop to 1-4 on the season. It's been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You've been watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.